Welcome to the KDFL Dynasty Football Podcast. It's me, Brett Still, and there's only one other man on the pod this week, and it is the Zenful Matt Smith.
How are you beautiful people doing?
All right. Detroit is not able to make this episode. That's okay because we got plenty to talk about. First off, let's lead the way with the game last night. My beautiful Atlanta Falcons surprising the world, defeating the Buffalo Bills. And this is where it happens. This is where the hope, you get the hopes up. Um, Last time I was excited off a primetime win, we got 30 to nothing by the Panthers in Carolina. So that game, that's just going to be the game that never made any sense. So I don't know. But they do have the Niners. It will be a classic letdown spot for the Niners in San Francisco on Sunday Night Football this upcoming week. Hungry dogs run faster. They need the win. We're coming off a high. I could see this not going well.
So many primetime games for the Falcons.
It's ridiculous. I don't like it. I don't want to be in the spotlight.
What do you got? Jamal Anderson jersey on right there?
It's my kid, Jamal Anderson jersey. This is the one I grew up with. Yeah.
Is that sponsored by Reebok? Champion?
Champion, baby. Champion size 40. It's very tight.
Yeah. Do they still have the numbers? I guess they still have the numbers at the top. Those just look so gigantic. The numbers on the top.
There is, of course, a big push for this to be. I think this team does it more than any others. The call for this to be the jerseys. I think it speaks to how bad our current jerseys are.
Yeah.
I don't want them to go full throwback. I want them to do like an incorporation, right? Like use this like red helmets or whatever, but use a mix of old and new. I think that's because anybody could just go back to what it was. But
yeah,
let's
it could be the Raiders and never change.
Raiders and Jags. Yeah, exactly. Raiders and Jags. How are we feeling?
Jags didn't try. They wanted to lose. They didn't want to start 5-1 on the year. Terrible penalties were bad. I think they lead the league in penalties. They lead the league in penalties and they lead the league in drop catches. So there weren't a whole lot of drop catches. BTJ had one terrible drop catch.
Drop catch is a wild way to phrase it.
Drop pass.
Never heard drop catch.
Well, a drop pass.
Drop pass, I guess, because you can't drop a catch.
Yeah, whatever. Drop pass.
I'll let like two of them go by without comment. You said it.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, that's it.
But they didn't try. Seahawks, Sam Darnold MVP. What's his odds for MVP?
Actually, I do want to talk about that. Yeah, I do want to hit on that. So
Sam Darnold, what are they? Are they 4-2? I think they are. Jags and Seahawks are both 4-2.
Yes.
And the Raiders got that W.
Got the coach fired.
Yeah.
Which I want to talk about this because I was listening to I had my same rotation of podcasts, and I was listening to I have a couple of things. I'm changing my mind in my older age. Sam Darnold is plus 4,000, by the way. That's not a thing.
No, yeah, I didn't think it was. Yeah.
But I do want to hit on those because Baker's come down. Okay, we'll hit on as we go through the games, but specifically on our first game, I want to talk about. I don't know. I've just changed a lot about how I think about like life and everything like that. Because they were talking about Jerry, like the team being a disaster, Jerry Jones, right? Everybody's favorite owner to talk about. The team being whatever, like since he's had it, like the early success and then the problem since. And they're like, doesn't he care about his legacy like enough to like sell it or give the control up to somebody else and like, reserve his legacy? And I'm thinking like, no.
No.
Yeah. Like, what is a legacy? Is nothing but something that you don't get to enjoy. Like, I mean, like you don't want a disgraceful legacy, but like, I was thinking like, what would bring him more joy than running the Dallas Cowboys, even if he's running it horribly? Like, I would be like, piss off, guys. Yeah, this is what I want to do.
He'll probably just die if he relinquished.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I just thought about it. I was like, don't tell me to protect my legacy. I'm trying to ball out and have fun. And if I'm not good at this, I'm sorry, but I'm the one that took the chance and bought the team and made the money. So this is what I want to do. I thought about that. And I also thought about this. I think about how often, like, we as fans, is the Brian Callahan thing made me think of this. how often we as fans call for a coach to be fired, right? Like this guy doesn't have it. Like I think I equate it to, and you just went through this. Well, you kind of built a house, but you went through this recently as well. Like I equate it to like house shopping. I know the second I walk in a house if this house has a chance at all or not. Like it takes me under 30 seconds to know if I even need to look further at this house, usually. And I felt that way with head coaches. Like, this guy doesn't have it, or this guy, like Jonathan Gannon, when he does the finger guns, I'm done. Like, no,
Yeah.
that's it. Next.
I don't know though. He
Um,
punched his teammate. He punched
he
one of his
did, he did.
players, so I do think he might have it now.
Right. But my
Yeah, you
thinking
should be
is,
able to punch your team.
yeah, that was insane. But the Cardinals, the NFL didn't find him. The Cardinals did. Um,
They were probably told to, but yeah,
all right. But we always say like fire this head coach, fire whatever. I don't know that I would do that so quick as because it's not like James Franklin gets fired. He still gets 50 million or whatever. Like you still pay them. They're just not coaching your team, and now you're paying two. And like
yeah.
sometimes, how many was Mark Davis paying at once at one time? It was like three or four, I think.
I think he's always paying that many. It was the
I
amount of times
just
they get fired.
it was
Yeah,
Khan, right? That Doug Peterson just played out the season, like coached out the season.
yeah.
That's what I
It
would. I
wa-
mean, I'm serious. Still
oh
had a
yeah, he
contract left
did.
over.
Yeah, he let him. Yeah, it was still terrible though. I don't know that that's a good
It's
thing either. They let him finish the season. It's
what's where are the Titans going?
yeah, still. Not a jet
Well,
true.
the only thing is
Maybe
you
he
don't
was
want him to damage
detrimental
Cam
to
Ward.
Cam Ward. Yeah,
Yeah, that's the only thing. Like if you have a veteran quarterback, I just let him play out the season or whatever. But
yeah.
like you guys are constantly yelling at me to fire these coaches, and I guys still gotta pay this guy. It's not like I get the money back. It's not like you guys are just asking me to throw out millions after millions left and right for these people.
I did not realize he was the Raiders QB coach from 2018 to 2019. Was
Well,
that
isn't
with?
he?
That was
No.
with Del Rio,
Okay, yeah, but he's the
I
son of
think.
what's his name, right?
Bill?
Yeah,
Oh, probably. Yeah, it makes
yeah.
sense.
I'm pretty
That's
sure he
yeah,
is.
and that's all NFL coaches. Yeah, but
Once
then
a
he was the
coach, always a coach.
Bengals offense coordinator. That's what gets people. I hate these coaches that get every coach that becomes like all of Peyton Manning's offensive coordinators. They become head coaches.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's offense coordinators. Stupid.
yep.
The QBs do it for them, and then they get the job, and then they turn out to be like Brian Callahan.
It's very wild to me these coaches that we know, like Shane Waldron. It's insane that he still gets. He's at the Jags now, but it's insane that he's like he has a track record of
Yeah,
horribleness. Eberflus, I can't believe he's the D coordinator. I mean, a D coordinator, whatever. Like you could step down one, but he'll get another D coordinator spot somewhere else when this fails with Dallas. I feel
and
like
they will. Once you're in, you're always in.
it's truly crazy. But yeah, that's just my thing. I was just like, we were very nonchalantly just telling, and I don't like being like the owner's guy. I feel like I
Yeah,
kind of have been to this opening, but like we're just telling these guys, hey, I know you're paying him 40, 50 million. Why don't you give this other guy some million as well? Like, guys,
I know. Yeah,
all right. Let's get to it. Let's get to the KDFL now. And we're gonna start. First, we're gonna share the screen. And we're gonna start with the new high score for the 2025 season, and it is the Nocatee Zen Masters putting up 305 and beating the Kings, who scored 225. Go ahead and give you the stage now to discuss this performance.
just dominant. I mean, I don't know how you're the Kings and think you still should keep your team this year. Like you should just losing by 80 points. 80, getting destroyed. Of the 3-3 Zen Masters, 300 points. First time this year, right? Nobody's had
I
300.
believe so.
I don't think
Doing a
anybody's
lot
had
of, I
300.
think we would have known that. I believe so. I'm fairly certain.
And I mean, we did have. I mean, where would Cam Scotty go in the draft right now? The rookie draft. He went 19th in ours.
Um, third or
He go
fourth.
third. I don't. I didn't know if he'd get that high, but
Well, I meant third running back.
oh,
Fourth running back. I don't know him and Judkins. I don't know.
Genty, Junkins, Hampton.
Yeah, that's where I was at. He's ahead of Henderson now, and to me, Henderson's got a
Yeah,
lot of recruit.
yeah, Henderson drafted over a guy that, yeah, we're
And
talking
I
about later.
mean, the Giants have that juice right now. It's all it is. All it takes is really a quarterback change, and that fuels
Who
other
did
things.
the Giants play? I was looking at their
They
schedule
played the
next
Eagles.
week. They
Next
play
week
the
they are going.
Broncos now, and
Yeah,
then the Eagles again. Eagles,
yeah, it's really
Broncos,
weird.
Eagles.
I remember that being the argument against putting Jackson Dart in right now because it was Eagles. That's a tough stretch, but he already passed the first test. So
He did. I just the wide receiver one. I asked Flat 2 weeks ago, could he do it? He didn't do anything 2 weeks ago. And this week, he sat on my bench with 20 points. The amazing Wandale Robinson.
Wandell,
Yeah, didn't really need him,
um,
but
Caleb is looking more and more steady. I mean, it was a sloppy game. It was a wet, rainy game.
he's QB 12 on the year, but he had a bye week. He's one of the few teams that's had a bye, and
Yeah,
he's QB 12. Yeah, it
yeah.
did get sloppy towards the end. But yeah, this stupid refs, whatever.
Now, on the King side, one Marvin Harrison slapped his head off the turf. That was pretty rough. Like that looked pretty bad.
I heard he got the concussion, but I didn't see it for whatever
It
reason. I
was
was
it was
watching the
pretty
games.
substantial. It was.
So
I'd be surprised if he comes right back this week, but we shall see. But I want to talk about. I mean, this was a big. I don't want to call it controversial trade. It's controversial to you. The
yeah,
Drake
yeah,
May. This is it. This is what you were. What you saw in him right now. A 30 point game. And when I said we are going to talk about the MVP odds, I mean, I don't think we're there, but I mean, if you break down the odds, Mahomes at 195, Josh Allen at 300, I think that's just dead. If he ends up winning it, like he's not going to get back to back with the Bills looking like they are so far. Baker at 350, that's probably the popular one for the money.
yeah.
But Drake May's next at 1200. And then you have Stafford 16, Golf 1600. So either one of those, whatever. But I mean, Drake May, if the Patriots only had to take like a 4 or 5 year time off and now they're back and looking good
I
again,
know.
that's going to be devastating.
It's such an easy schedule.
It
Tennessee
is
next, then
insanely
Cleveland,
easy.
Jets
Like
week
they're making the
11,
playoffs.
Giants, Jets again, Dolphins.
They are making the playoffs 100%.
I told I was hurtful to the Devonshire team, saying they will never have a better QB than Drake May on their team after they
Yeah.
traded him away. Just say I'm looking right at the moment.
Now they did get
Although
Ibuka out
Jackson
of
Dart looks great.
it. Yeah, Jackson Dart was good. They got Ibuka out of it, but we have details coming up on that later in the show
Yeah,
about what
yeah.
that turned
But the
into and some
Kings, so what do you
reaction.
do if you're the Kings? So let's run down his team quick. Drake May's looking great. Josh Jacobs, he 32 points, but the man, I love him, but BBITL, he's definitely getting
Long in the
older.
tooth.
Jacoby Myers has not done much this year. Trey Tucker's the wide receiver one, it seems like.
Jacoby Myers
Olave,
is the main disappointment, I think. I mean, Marv is whatever, but Jacoby Myers was supposed to be Mr. Consistent. He hasn't been at all. He seems very unhappy in Vegas, like right
oh
receiver
yeah, he did
39.
he did request a trade like the week
Yeah,
before the season started.
yeah.
What's
Brees Hall's
Njoku
tweeting
done?
out free 20. Like, get him out of there.
Yeah,
Like,
Brees
this is
Hall
a
hasn't.
disaster.
He hasn't done a whole lot this year. He's had a couple of
Yeah.
weeks.
And
Um,
and Joku's got
Diggs
Phantom breathing
freshly
down his
traded
neck. He's
for
been hurt.
Diggs,
Yeah.
6 points.
But I like the Diggs
Uh,
trade for the May upside. And he did have a big week, but he traded for him after this week, I believe. He didn't get that boom game. Yeah, he traded for him
I'll
after Scatterboo went for 3 touchdowns.
I'll say I looked for this guy as a free agent. My assistant GM Keegan told me to look for Tez Johnson,
Yeah.
and Tez Johnson had 11 and a half points on the Kings bench, so they got a little bit of promise.
Yeah.
And according to some sources, Tez Johnson will be solid for the rest of the year for the Bucks.
Dude, the MVP clip. You saw the MVP clip? That was so funny,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah. But the Kings,
That
they. I don't know if I want to say the F word, but
Oh no. Oh no. That was the first matchup.
they're definitely looking that way right now.
Oh my God. All right.
I know they're injured. Oh damn it, they're injured.
All
Uh,
right.
I mean, they're like Chuba Hubbard. Like, what's he? He's
Chuba
going to be
Hubbard
the
is
starter.
we got
Is he going to
that.
be the starter when
That's
he comes back?
he won't have the share he did. He won't have the solo share he did before. There's no chance.
And
Rico's
it's
been too
not like
good.
he wasn't like, I guess he had 18, 18,
He
10,
was
and
a
10.
volume guy.
Yeah, he's not getting the volume now with Rico.
Now
I
Jake
need CD
Ferguson
to
is a big
stay out for the
upside.
year. CD needs to stay out for the year so my man, George Pickens, can
Yeah, I
dominate.
mean the
Number
injuries
four wide
are. I
receiver in the
mean
league.
there is
Pickens is
CD, there is
awesome.
Terry. Like there's players to come back. Lamar.
But I
You
do
know.
wonder how. I mean, CD is awesome. I just wonder how Pickens, how they're going to share.
Yeah.
Because Pickens and CD aren't both going to get 150 yards or
No.
120 plus yards, but Pickens has went off lately. Um, I don't know. Kings are struggling. So all maybe. So
They
little.
I shared the clip today. And I can't do that. I can't sell. I don't think you saw that. You have to look at it. All right. Next game. Let's go. This was a bit of an upset for where we were headed to start the week. The Evil Empire put it to the River Rats 208 to 191. A quote from River Rat GM Jonathan Detroit Haynes. It's disgusting in this league to lose when your opponent only puts up 208.
Yeah. Yeah, you said puts it to him. I don't know how you put it to anybody when you
Oh,
scored
yeah.
208 points.
Put it to him.
Both of these teams should have gotten a loss this week. Neither one
Oh,
deserved the
man.
win.
Jesus.
Awful. Terrible. It's disrespectful to the good teams losing.
um, I have seen because the Dolphins are close to blowing things up. I have seen Jalen Waddle rumored in some trades, like for teams to come get Jalen Waddle. I think if you're the River Rats owner, you want him to stay in Miami, as it being his show right now. Because if he goes somewhere as like the number two again, that's going to be probably not good.
Who's that pump up if he gets traded?
I Malik
The legend
Washington, I
of the league.
guess.
The legend of the
What
league.
team is he on? I can't remember.
I'm just saying. I don't know. He's
But they had a lot of people like Jameer Gibbs. That's a big miss. Haskins, he had to pick between the Chargers running
yeah, he
backs.
chose the wrong one.
Got the wrong one. But the reports earlier on were that Haskins was the lead guy, so you go with that and then let them figure it out. I will say Golden had one of his better games so far. Not outstanding, but solid. And Justin Fields, this is a Justin Fields experience. Like you're hoping that he just holds on to the starting job all year so you can get some of these
I
good
don't
games.
think he's going to.
I think I put in
Maybe
Tyrod. Why would you put in Tyrod?
just to guarantee the pick. I don't know.
Yeah, 34, 28, 28, 5. Like it's going to be that. But he's got two matchups coming up, Carolina and Cincy, that should be a little bit better. So we should see better Justin Fields coming
Yeah,
up.
it should be.
On the Evil Empire side, there's not a lot. I mean, it's a lot of defensive work that got him here. I see
Hurts and
Cedric.
Jamal. Oh,
Yeah,
defense. Cedric.
yeah. No, Hurts is fine. Kendrick Bourne has now had back-to-back solid weeks, I believe. Yes, 24 and then 19. So he's got a rapport with Mac. So that's been good to see. But Jawan Jennings, I think he's on his way out of San Francisco. Apparently fighting with Kyle Shanahan on the sideline. Um, yeah, I believe he is not happy with the usage as well. He puts up 1.7.
I'm just
But
looking at the bench of the Evil Empire. There's a couple guys on a few guys on bye week, but
no,
pretty ugly. Not for the guys on bye.
it's a heavily. I think he put in there that he has 14 rookies. So they're the Evil Empire are doing the semi rebuild but not rebuild thing.
But yeah, no, I saw he said 14 rookies, but I can't name probably four of them. Like who the hell are these 14 rookies that he has? He just traded for one. He traded away, you're my favorite player, Travis Kelce, for who? Wide receiver
Oh,
for the
it's the wide receiver for the
Texans.
Texans. Yes,
He kind of gave him. I feel like he kind of gave him away for nothing. Now, I mean, I hate Kelce, and Kelce's, I would think, soon to be done, but he's the fifth
Jaden
best tight
Higgins.
end in the league. I guess Higgins was projected to do well. What has Higgins done? He hasn't done
Not
anything
much
yet
yet.
this year, right?
Yeah, but the Texans offense has been strong. You got to fix CJ Stroud before they'll take off.
Well,
Um, but
where
not much
where
here. I
is
mean,
Higgins?
oh,
He would have been. Oh no, he's on his team now. Yeah,
yeah, he's on this now. He's on
he
this
wouldn't have been.
recap here. Right.
Yeah.
Um, but we got Trey Benson waiting to come back. Cedric Tillman may be where it was before, but that's about. I mean, there's not a ton happening here. I'm fascinated by Bill now. I have no clue what this guy is.
He
I
fumbled
have no
again.
idea. He did fumble again. I mean, I don't.
That's
I
what I
guess the second
said.
fumble
Yeah,
was on what's his name? Was on Jaden Daniels, but
I said that last week. He's going to be the guy on my team that I start. He does nothing. I don't start him. He goes off,
yeah,
and it's been frustrating having him.
yeah.
He's really only had
Uh,
2 good weeks.
yes, that is correct. But Evil Empire just find a way to keep winning. This is what you call a stolen win in the KDFL. And the Phil Dozer line strikes the River Rats. All right. Next game here. Midnight Riders and the Sinners, and we have our first really stat correction watch of 2025. Usually, if it's inside a couple points, we'll call for it.
God,
This one is 1.1 points away, so this is another nail biter, a little bit of a stinker of a game, except for one player, Matthew, and that is the player no one saw being good again, but he leads all
Patrick
scorers in this
Mahomes.
one. Patrick Mahomes. Admit you were wrong. He's
I
QB
was.
one
I
on
was
the
so
year.
wrong. So bold.
The
I was
boldest
so.
of takes.
I just love. I'll hand it to the Midnight Riders. They scored. Their QBs scored
55.
56 points,
Yeah.
and they only managed to score 201 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's impressive to do that. 56 points from the QBs, which is solid. And
That's
then the rest of your
great.
team contributes 145 points.
I would kill for 51 points for my quarterbacks, or
Oh
56
yeah,
points
but
for
then
my
look at the
quarterbacks.
rest of the team.
I don't know
Uh,
if my quarterback position scored 56 points this year, if you add up all 6 weeks. I
I mean,
don't
it's
think they
that's
have.
good. Yeah, no, I don't know that mine
No,
have
it's
either.
not good. Yeah.
56 is solid.
Um,
Um,
After you killed him, Keenan Allen's come back. I hope you're happy. You said he's dead, and now he's been
he's still
struggling.
dead. He is dead. Yeah, he's old and
Oh,
fat.
Keenan.
He's fat.
Um,
He drinks a lot.
it's fat. It's a drinking problem.
So sue
Um,
me.
the one thing, Dak Prescott continues to light it up. Ted McMillan has a big game with 18 points. I
What
think
is
he's
Ted on the
starting to
year?
slowly emerge. Wide
He's
receiver 24.
24.
He's fine. He's doing fine.
Wide receiver two.
Yeah. And now with Igbuka being hurt, he might take back might end up getting him on the season. Get a lead on him on the season. But
Yeah.
the Senators are in a weird spot. We got some players on here that I'm not sure what they're doing on this team, but I don't know how active they're being in the trade market. Based on my experience, this is an impossible individual to trade with. So, but Ramondre still be on his team. Tony Pollard, that window's probably closed. I mean, you might as well just pack it up and see what happens in 2026. But I don't know what the plan
He's got a
is
lot of
with.
quarterbacks on his team.
He does, and you should ask the prices on them. They're quite expensive. You should see, you should
Why
see
is
what
Will
they
Howard
cost.
on the IR just for sucking? No, he's actually on the. He's
No,
actually
he was
injured.
on the IR from the beginning. Yeah, the
Mm.
season. But not much to talk about on the Sinners front.
Caleb
Anything
Johnson
else for you on this?
still dead. Yeah, still
As
dead.
dead as
Yeah, just
no, but less dead.
he had 6 carries. Yeah.
Yes, he had the same amount of carries as your boy Kenneth Gainwell. Just FYI,
Gainwell goes off and gets disrespected. It's
he did
ridiculous.
manage an amazing
What is
2.5 yards a carry with those 6 carries.
what is wrong with Tomlin? I thought Gainwell still produced. Yeah, I thought he
He's
did.
okay. Yeah. Um,
Uh,
Tomlin, an all-time line, just taking a shot at the Browns GM. Like that's
yeah,
such a
I love it.
KDFL thing. You must
Yeah,
be smarter than I am. That's all I know.
that's Gainwell had 6 catches for 14 yards, but
Yes.
that's 6 points.
How many
So
carries did Gamewell have? Did he have
yeah,
any
only
carries?
6 carries, 6 carries, 6 catches.
Okay, so he had 12 opportunities, but he
Yeah,
had as many carries as
Yeah.
Johnson did. Caleb Johnson getting 6 carries. I'm sorry, that's a win right now for what we've been seeing. Like he's getting out there a
Yeah, it
little bit more.
is. Yeah.
Okay. Anything else on this one?
No, just that correction. We need
Yeah,
the
stat
Sooners to
correction
get that
watch.
W
It should, by the time you're
from out
watching
of
this, it
vision.
may have already happened.
From
Since
out of
we're
vision,
too
I need to
busy on
see
the
it.
show right now broadcasting to look for it, but it may have already
We
happened.
are.
All right, let's get out of this. Two back-to-back stinkers of games. Let's get to a good scoring game. Where the Lumberjacks beat the Wampus Cats 266 to 221. The Lumberjacks get back in the win column. The Wampus Cats drop two straight. I said Brissett played well in covering for Kyler. The skill position players on the Wampus Cats struggled this week pretty mightily. James Cook with only 8.7, Dobbins with 4, Kenneth Walker with 4.7. The AJ Brown, average games continue, not the games that he's expected to produce. I mean, pretty much just an average game from the Wampus Cats is the best way I could put it. I think
Yeah, I'm
225
looking
in this
at
league
it.
is about an average score if you put that in.
It's two straight
Um,
losses too, right? Weren't they
yeah, two
4-0?
straight losses. It's the little bit of the Enigma thing where they were 0-4, played an 0-4 team, got their first loss or got their first win, the Sinners. Now they were 4-1, playing a 1-4 team. They lose again. And this week they play the Dobermans. The Dobermans are 2-4. The Wampus Cats are 4-2. So they could do it again if the Wampus Cats would lose a third in a row.
Yeah.
So,
Who's the one with
uh,
Cats play?
the Dobermans, I believe.
Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah. So it's pretty.
The Lumberjacks, a little
Yes.
concerning for them though, because Puka's out. Don't know how long he's out for.
Yes.
Um, like they can't expect Bijan and Achan
Why
to get
not? I
get them
simply why
70
not?
points.
Why can't
They
they?
get
No,
68
ridiculous.
points between the two. Jordan Love
Um,
sucks just as I thought he would. 15 on
just
the year.
I
Well,
still,
he's
I
had
mean,
his bye
we're
week.
in year 5. I still haven't seen him play a good game.
He's had his bye week though, so
He
15's
has had
not
his
bad
bye
for a
week.
guy on his bye.
Yeah, yeah.
How did he get
Um,
266? There's the 70 points from the running backs. I'm trying to just see. Besides that, I don't see a whole lot of people going off. I guess the defense did all right.
yeah. Anzalone with 16 or 15. Bobby Wagner, he's having a good season, I believe. Last I check. Yeah, linebacker 4. He's 39, 45 years old, whatever. He's having a good season.
Yeah.
Um, but I mean, we called this from the beginning. The Lumberjacks are going to go as that running back room goes.
Yeah.
And they really need Chase Brown to somehow find a way to turn it around. Because like you said, 70 or 68 points from your two running backs is not realistic week in, week
Yeah.
out.
All right.
And Bryce Young is only good at home, which is something to truly behold here. But we'll see another team that just they're not selling. Okay. Don't even approach
No.
them.
Nope.
I'm predicting a very boring. I know I'm saying this very early, but I'm predicting a very boring trade deadline for the KDFL. I say it every year, and every year it's not, but I don't see it. But Lumberjacks get a much needed victory, stay in the race. Wampus Cats trying to stop the bleeding a little bit. As they do, we want to do it now, or we do it? Do you want to talk about the trade now, or we talk about the trade when we talk about their game coming up?
Now we can talk about it now.
All
Yeah,
right, the
the
Wampus
Wampus
Cats
Cats.
make a
Okay.
giant move. Let me find the actual details. I have it here. Make a giant play. They have added star wide receiver, rookie wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka. Look at this rundown here. The Dark Horses receive the Wampus Cats first in 2026, the Zen Master first in 2026. A Dark Horses third, they get their pick back in 2026, and a Lumberjacks first in 2027. They give up Emeka Egbuka a third, a fourth, and a fourth. Like I believe it was said by the commission. This is the chase price for Emeka Egbuka to chase, and he's hurt right now. So, what are your thoughts on this trade?
I told him not to do it. He didn't listen to me. I mean, Igbuka, he's looked good, but then Godwin has not been healthy yet this year. Mike Evans is probably done for. Bucky will be there. Um, I mean, three first. Like, how many wide receivers are worth three first in this league? Is it
There's the big
Buka?
two,
The man's played
6 games.
6 games. He's injured.
I would think there's
Um,
three, right? There's Chase, Jefferson, and Puka.
I would argue four, but
Okay, yeah, the guy that's fucking it's really hurt right now.
yeah, he is. But still,
Yeah,
I would not trade Malik Neighbors for Buka. I would not do it.
no, no, no. I don't
Okay,
think.
then
Well, I don't know. I don't know. I'm
that
not saying that Puka's worth three first. I'm saying that's what he
okay.
got.
No, I just don't.
Obviously, he is.
I'm not trading. You would trade Malik for two first?
Nah.
No. Like, why am I
Where did
doing
that
that?
come from? Where did two first come
I'm
from?
saying you're
Oh,
saying
because he's
only
not
three
worth
guys are
three.
worth three first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's hurt right now. Yeah, depending on the
And
first.
but thinking about these though, I say he's not worth three first, but these three first, my sources tell me that one of the three first might be a lottery pick, and that team might be the team that scored 305 points this week, according
Yes,
to somebody.
that was
Very
what was
disrespectful.
identified.
I just have to win the damn championship, and then I'll finally get respect. But but no. So the Zen Masters, the Lumberjacks, and what was it? Who did he give up his own first?
No, he's got the yes,
And the Renegade or his own? It was his own
yes.
first.
Wampus Cats, Zip Masters, and Lumberjacks, but the Lumberjacks is 2027.
Okay, so I mean,
I do
kudos
like
for the
it
one.
that Dark Horse has got it over 2 years. When people trade for all the draft picks in 1 year, it gets sometimes it can be hard to hit. You got to really hit on that draft. I like it being over two.
I was just saying, but all three of those picks could be late first round picks,
They definitely could.
and then it's will any of them hit like Egbuka has seemed to hit so far this year? That's the risk with trading him away, but I would still make that trade. I would get rid of him through first.
I think it's just an offer too good to refuse. I think it's
I mean,
just.
Scatterboo, three first. Who wants to offer it to me right now? I'll consider it.
That was the big trade. That one and the
God,
Kelsey trade were the two trades this week. That's a lot. But it's the same thing the Wampus Cats do every year. Get a bunch of firsts and give them away for players, and
yeah,
get a bunch
yeah,
of
yeah.
firsts
That's
and
what
give
I
them
was
away for
thinking about
players.
earlier. So the Wombus Cats, I mentioned this earlier. Travion Henderson, he took him fourth overall. He could have taken Egbuka there. He was a homer for the Patriots, and then before that, he had the third pick overall, and he traded it away to the Lumberjacks for a ton of picks. He could have drafted a Hampton, traded for a ton of picks, and then all these picks just turned out to be Egbuka.
Well, yeah.
Madman with the trading.
Hey, it makes the trading fun, but he is a madman. We'll see. I mean, but if you look at, I think there's some panic in AJ Brown. Honestly, I think at some of this, like he doesn't see that situation improving for him. Um, and he's in that window right now. When you're rolling out J.K. Dobbins every week, you're in the window. Like we need to
Yeah.
win right now. I think that's a lot behind the move. Um, okay. Anything else on this game? We'll move on.
No, I just wish the Seahawks would figure out the running back game. Start one or the other.
It's
Don't start them
crazy.
both.
It's so frustrating. I had a prop of Ken Walker over 72 and a half total yards receiving and rushing. Didn't even sniff it. Didn't even think about it.
It sucks because they're 4-2, so most likely this is how they're going to play all year long.
Yeah, yeah. Because if it
So
works, they're going to keep it similar to the Eagles, and I keep going back to the AJ Brown situation. But
yeah,
if they're winning, they're going to. All right, next game. We'll talk about those dark horses who lost pretty handily to the Renegades. Renegades win this 248 to 184. Are the Renegades at least talked about championship team? It seems. I mean, we hit it with the fraud bus earlier. That's going to play a role later in the show. We hit it with the fraud bus earlier in the year. We've since rescinded that, extended the olive branch, and they just keep on rolling. They improved to 5-1. And on the dark horses side, you got a lot of stuff to be a little happy about. I mean, Rico Dowdle, he's fought for some share now in that running back field, like we
yeah,
said.
yes.
You're not going
I
back
was
to Chuba all the time now.
I was Bo Nix 14th QB on the year. I feel like he should be like 28th, but he sucked again this week. 2 straight weeks pretty much sucking. Although they
I'm
did beat the
sorry.
Eagles last week, but
Yeah. And he didn't have a great game. He's had 2 games in the 20s. That's not great.
yeah, I mean, I guess 14's not high, but I was hoping he'd be in like the 20s.
Here's hoping. We'll talk about this. Did you know? I don't know if I could be totally stupid right here. Chances are I am because I checked the markets after Igbuka got hurt and after Thursday. Jackson Dart is by far the leading candidate for Rookie of the Year.
It is good.
Yeah, like he's minus money. He's like minus 150. And Ibuka was like plus 300 something. This is before he was like downgraded
I
to.
mean,
Yeah.
Scotty might end up with 30 touchdowns. If he doesn't, he's going to be the rookie running. He's going to be the running back.
He could
He's
be,
going to be the rookie of the year.
but remember, it's always going to favor the quarterback because
I
remember
know.
Dak and
Hey,
Zeke.
if he got an ungodly 30 touchdowns, he would definitely win it. But that's not going to happen. Be hilarious. Scotty averages 3 yards a carry, but has 30 touchdowns on the year.
Um,
Yeah, Dart
what do you
looks
make?
good though. Dart, I love Dart.
I need
I'll
him
trade for him
to
right now.
not. Yeah, I mean, you can get some. He's got some first. You got some first. He's
Yeah,
collecting those right now.
yeah,
Um, so I got the trade. The trade talks are happening in real time right now with me. Um, aside from that, like the Ibuka favorite, 4.5 points. He said, "Get out." There's a new regime in Devonshire. He doesn't. He's not taking any BS. You underperform, you get traded for a buttload first. On the Renegade side, Jonathan Taylor, dude, I don't care. Detroit's singing him at the end of this season. He's doing the Colts song by the
yeah.
end of
He
this
is.
season.
Yeah,
It's absolutely. I mean, Jonathan Taylor just absolutely rolling. Running back two. Um, lowest game of 13, almost four games above 25 points. The
yeah.
man has just been on fire. 7 touchdowns on the season and one receiving. I mean, this is it. Um, Lad McConkey, we've been talking about him being a must start or not. He finally shows up with a big game with 23. But we have the same thing going on with Garrett Wilson that we always have going on. It's like, get this guy a quarterback that can do it. And it's so
But
frustrating
he's
because
been.
you see the talent. Was
He
it?
was good. He's been
Yeah, he's wide
good.
receiver, right? Yeah, he's wide receiver, right? But
Yeah.
just watching that game and how frustrated he must be, oh, it was very frustrating to watch.
He's down. What's he's injured?
Yes.
Well,
I want to say
I missed that.
shoulder. I want to say shoulder. Could be
Hyperextended
wrong.
knee.
Knee. Okay. I thought it was shoulder. Oh, shoulder. I'm thinking Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
what a
he did it.
crossover. He did
Garrett
the
did a
coast to
coast to
coast.
coast.
Garrett Wilson. Um, but I mean, overall, Renegades, it's kind of a boring year in a great way. They just keep rolling right now.
And you're trading. I mean, they traded for Devontae Adams and now Travis Kelce.
Yeah. Yeah. So, hey, DeAndre Swift, good, better, best. I'm telling you, the vibes in Chicago. I know the Renegades are appreciative of that head coach in Chicago. He's doing big things. He's helping out Swift. He's making Swift successful.
He
No
is.
bigger fan of that than the
He is.
Renegades.
I
So,
will. I will say the recent trades the Renegades are doing, they are definitely in win now mode. Like I know they
oh
won
yeah,
last year, but trading for Kelsey and Devontae Adams, um, you got to win.
yeah. I mean, you got Stafford, you got Montgomery. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, Montgomery. Like you're all a little bit
Montgomery.
older,
Yeah,
but that's the point. As
yeah,
long as you have the legend Zach Bond, everything's gonna be fine. Um,
true.
All right, let's go to it. Our week 6 game of the week. It is the Mega Powers finally putting a game together, scoring the second most points on the week with a win over the Dobermans 272 to 228. And I thought when this started and the afternoon game started that the Dobermans were going to get screwed because they had people drop left and right. They had Ridley go down, they had Fred Warner go down. But now, with the way that Drake London performed on Monday Night Football, I don't think it would have mattered because I don't think Warner and Ridley are putting up 50 points. So I was glad that there wasn't going to be an asterisk on our little win here.
Yeah, strong performance. 272.
But I am
Uh,
now 0 and 5 or 0 and 6 on picking the right, or 0 and 5 when I can pick all three QBs and picking the right combo. Just can't do it. Tua, Daniel Jones, and Michael Penix can't get it right. We'll never get it right. It's a
what Penix we end up with?
I don't know, like 15, I think, something like that. Um, yeah, 15.6.
Allen too
Just
had
can't.
5.
I can't get it. It's just
Yeah.
not going to be it. Daniel Jones is in there every week. I know that. I'm not going to get Penix into it. Right? It's just impossible. Shouldn't be impossible, but it is.
I'm just
But
looking at the Dobermans team.
yes. Uh-oh.
I'm just looking at the bench.
I
Yeah.
have my notes say Doberman's hanging by a thread right now.
Oh yeah. I mean, they are still supporting their second overall pick, Treylon Burks, free agent Treylon Burks,
He is not on a team.
receiver. But it hurts them too much to cut him.
I don't know. KDFL's like that though. You have to hold him to see where he lands.
Bucky's injured right now. He'll be back.
Yeah, Bucky is a huge miss for them right now.
Uh, but you got two
Right.
kickers. He chose the wrong kicker. He has a 12. That was a 13-point difference.
Hey,
Could
I
only
will
rock
say
one
this.
kicker.
I will say this. The MegaPowers moved on from Tyler Loop to Cameron Dicker right before kickoff because I saw the weather reports in Baltimore. So go me looking at
Hmm.
me doing the extra mile. Um, Brian Thomas for the Dobermans. He finally has a good game. He's starting to stack it together, right? It's two good ones in a row. Am I right on that?
I
13
mean,
and 12 and
fantasy
23.
wise, maybe I wouldn't say.
4 for 80 is a good day.
Yeah, but he's drops too many damn balls this year.
Drops too many catches. He
Yeah,
drops
he
too many
does. Yeah,
catches.
I said balls instead of.
He did. You got it right that time.
Uh, but yeah, I mean Joe Flacco with 21 points on the bench. Um, could have started him.
I didn't
Just
expect
let
Joe
him.
Flacco to play that well. He
Good
was
old
able to move
Spencer
way more than
Rattler.
the Rattler snake. Um, but Josh Downs is starting to look better. Christian McCaffrey, it feels like it's just a matter of time now with the Niners. But again, the theory remains that Christian McCaffrey is siphoning the life off the other 49ers players. No other way
Yeah,
that he could stay this healthy with all the injuries that are around. It's truly
he
been
has been
something to behold.
ridiculously consistent this year
Yeah.
with his points.
He hasn't been overly flashy, by the way. It's just been
No, but
dependable and because it's
just
like the games
23 to 28 points every single week this year.
every single week. All right. Anything else for week 6 before we roll on to week 7 in predictions? All right. I will take that as
Just
no.
nope, nope.
I will take that as a no.
Just some pathetic
Uh,
winners, some pathetic
we've
teams.
crossed
Four
the
teams getting
830
200
mark.
points.
We crossed
Four
the
teams
830 mark.
getting 200 points is awful. Two of those teams should not have won. Put
Take
asterisks
the
on those
wins away.
wins.
You don't deserve it.
You know,
All right, our first game and I have Detroit's notes for with us here. I'll start off with his every time and then have you make your picks. This game used to be a mandatory game of the week. I don't like doing back-to-back people in the same game of the week if I could avoid it. So we'll just start. We'll just lead off with this one in week 7. It is the KDFL's oldest rivalry. It is the River Rats versus the Mega Powers. And let's see what Detroit says about this game here. If I can get it to come up. There we go. Detroit's the only person I know that still uses Microsoft Office, so I had to do some things with that. That's fine.
what?
Versus the Mega Powers. If my running backs can produce what they are expected to, I think I could pull off the upsets. It's only a 14-point spread. Herb, calm down. Love Daniels against the Cowboys, 42nd ranked defense this week. JSN for the Mega Powers is a monster. With Puka getting hurt, I totally expect JSN to be the fantasy wide receiver 1 at the end of the year. My pick is me, of course, as he tries to black cloud my entire team. He goes with the River Rats. Matt, take it away.
This man used AI for his comments. That's more comments than he makes on the actual podcast.
It's more than this document has more words than he said on the podcast in 2025.
I do love the Jaden Daniels matchup against the Cowboys. He's got to put up the minimum 26 points that he's projected to get. Justin Fields, is that really his only option at QB?
I think you
I
have
know
to
it's
roll Justin Fields out here against Carolina at home.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it's true. What is it? Is that his only? That's his only other QB, right?
I believe so, right? I can't remember. Marcus Mariota, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that
Carson
is his
Wentz.
only.
Carson
And
Wentz.
no, I mean JJ should be back next week, supposedly.
Okay, is he expected to be back? Okay.
I think so, yeah, he's projected points. Yeah, Wentz is not projected points. Uh,
Feel bad for the Vikings. Go ahead.
I just hate Fields with a passion, and I hate Cal Pitts.
Oh,
What did Cal
Cal
Pitts
Pitts.
do last week?
5 points. He did gain on
Yeah,
Donkey Cade like we had
yeah.
hoped. He would. He's tied in 16. I know.
God.
They've
Give
already had their
me.
bye though.
The Texans D is pretty good, I want to say.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Um, could slow down JSN a little bit, but then Roan's playing the Saints. I'm taking the Mega Powers.
Mhm. Um, Looking at that, I looked at this matchup when I was prepping for the show. His offensive matchups, the River Rats, are ridiculous. They're very good. Dallas for Daniels. Like you said, Justin Fields gets Carolina. Even Barkley getting Minnesota. You saw what Bijan did to them. He ran up and down the field on them. It's just a lot of good positive matchups for the River Rats and a lot of key places. Even Gibbs getting Tampa Bay. That's very nice. I am never going to pick him to beat me in any game ever. Oh, we also have some good stats. I have this. Shout out to the Captain Phil. I don't think I've said it on the podcast yet. The captain, the podfather himself, Mr. Phil Ruxey, is responsible for all the new thumbnails that come out, the computer art, the AI images that have looked incredible since I think week 3. He's responsible for making notes. He is also responsible for giving me these stats as far as the yearly or the overall matchups. The Mega Powers are 11-9 versus the River Rats all time. We played. This is our 21st matchup with no streaks here. The Mega Powers just won the last one, so they're on a 1 game winning streak. That's it. A couple of these matchups, there's some heavy streaks coming. We'll get to about 3 of these. There's some heavy streaks coming. We'll get to those in a minute. But yeah, never not picking myself in this matchup. Give me the Mega Powers. I do think it's going to be extremely close. Next, let's go to the Devonshire Dark Horses coming off that highly impactful trade, sending Ibuka away. Take on the Lumberjacks. Projections have the Lumberjacks with about a what is that? About a 17-point edge. Detroit's thoughts. Dark horses making trade after trade. Who knows? By the time these games play, he may have traded someone else off his roster. Lumberjacks going to back-to-back wins after a disappointing start. I expect a low-scoring game in this matchup. Lumberjacks for the win. Just unnecessary shade by Detroit for no reason.
Just looking at the running back matchups between the two, the Dark Horses surprisingly have three decent running backs to go with this week. Rico Dowler,
Yep.
Javonte Williams, and Jalen Warren. All favorable matchups. Not positive about the Commanders, but the Jets and Bengals are favorable matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Going against, of course, the what drives the Lumberjacks, Rob Bijan, Achan, and Chase Brown sucks. But
If he comes
and
back,
Puka's
yeah.
going to be out. Well, Puka's going to be
Yeah.
out, so he's actually going to be projected more than 233,
Yes. Agree.
which would
Who gets his
be
spot there? Who gets that spot? Trey Harris?
Darnell
Zay
Mooney.
Flowers. Oh, Zay Flowers on bye.
Uh,
Darnell Mooney, if he's healthy. I don't know if he was
Luke
scratched.
McCaffrey's done good this year.
Luke McCaffrey could get it, yeah.
No,
Against
Darren
Dallas.
Waller, the legend.
Darren Waller could get it, yeah.
Touchdown machine.
Yeah.
No, he can't because he's already got two tight ends.
Oh,
And
what the
um,
hell is this guy? Oh,
yeah, no, I think he's a rookie.
Darren Waller can start over this guy.
I think the guy's a rookie. I remember
I know
seeing him on the
Gatson,
D
yeah,
on the
I
deep
got it.
list.
Yeah.
Closer than expected, but the
Ooh.
Lumberjacks won.
I am also going Lumberjacks because look at that defensive advantage. The defense is where it's at. The Dark Horses are going through the same growing pains that I've watched myself and newer people go through every time. First, you have to rebuild. First, it's draft picks, and then it's, oh crap, I gotta go rebuild my defense. I haven't been paying attention to that. Then it's overvaluing draft picks, and it's not valuing draft picks enough for going through the same motions. But right now, defensively, the Lumberjacks got it. So if no other reason but for that, give me the Lumberjacks in the victory. All right. Wampus Cats and Dobermans are up next. This could be a close one, like we talked about earlier. Also, obviously, on the history, the Dark Horses never played the Lumberjacks, so there's no history there. The Wampus Cats are favored currently by 6. All-time matchup. This is a funny one. The Wampus Cats are 1-7 all-time versus the Dobermans, including, and they're currently on a 6-game losing streak to the Dobermans. Detroit's thoughts on this one. Doberman starting Rattler and Flacco, which by the way sounds like a country band. It's not ideal in any fantasy format. Wampus Cats maybe without Kyler. I don't like the Cats running backs at all. This game will come down to who will score more points between CMC and St. Brown. Yes, I know they're different positions. I love that he has to defend his. No one questioned that at all. He just had to defend it. But they are the best players on their teams. I got St. Brown with 25 and CMC with 23. So the Wampus Cats win by 2. Good Lord. Having to read this man's brain is something.
Yeah, I'm getting dizzy.
making up
Uh,
fights to defend himself on.
are the Patriots off this week? Where's Henderson? No, Henderson will
Henderson's where
get
he
in the
deserves to
starting
be.
lineup.
Why would he get in the starting lineup?
I would
Why would he
think he
be
would
out
get
there?
in the starting lineup.
Why?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
No.
Mims over Mims.
No. Henderson is a bench
Uh,
until further notice.
I guess. Maybe I gotta trade for him. Okay.
There you go.
Anyway, uh, yeah, Kyler Murray might be out again too. Like I think Detroit said, and
Yes,
Rattler
he
and
did.
Flacco as the starters is not good at all.
Yes.
Kamara remaining on the Saints for now, at least.
That's a good matchup in Chicago.
I'm just looking at the Dobermans team. I thought they were super strong. I had them highly ranked. It is changing weekly. Not loving it. The Javante trade. Didn't love that
That
at
is,
all.
yeah.
Give me the Wampus Cats. It'd be nice if their newly traded 3 first round pick wide receiver was in the lineup, but he's out.
It would be cool, wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah,
I am going to pick the Dobermans simply because I want this streak to keep going of the 0 and 4, 1 and 4, 2 and 4, and to see if we can keep this bad boy going. I do like Kamara getting the Bears and Josh Downs. If you look at his last few games, he's starting to, or his last game, he's starting to come on a little bit stronger 11.4, 16.2. So we'll see if he keeps getting utilized. They're going to pretty much go as the Colts go right now, though, because they are starting Pittman and Josh Downs. Brian Thomas, please stop dropping catches. Please.
yeah, my
No
God.
matter.
I hate this stupid London game. I don't
It's
trust it
so
at
brutal.
all.
It's so brutal. All right, next we have the Sinners going to the Commission's South Hills, taking on the Evil Empire. This is another fun streak here. The Sinners are 5-13 all time versus the Evil Empire and are currently on a 10-game losing streak. Looking to buck that here. Let's see what Detroit has to say about this. The Senators are averaging 205 points this season. That's barely above the Philadelphia line. I don't see many players on this team that can have big games. Evil Empire demise has been greatly exaggerated. Nice call back there. They are 500 on the year and are now playing one of the worst teams in the KDFL. Please, for the love of fantasy gods, do not let them make the playoffs. Stupid Evil Empire win again.
I'm impressed by the Senators' projected 220 points, though.
Me too,
I
Hal.
mean, their starting offense, besides Leggett, Mason Taylor, was decently strong
Yeah, Darnold's
based
having a
on
good year,
projection
but
wise.
no one, none of that people saw.
Darnold's a legend. Always will be a
Yeah.
legend in my heart. Should not have traded him. One of the few trades I regret trading. Uh, Tony Pollard staying on the bench. Yeah, I guess so.
Yes, he's dead right now.
I'm just saying, can any put anybody in over Xavier Leggett? Mike Evans projected 14.8. He
Could
should,
be.
if he's playing, he'll be back in there.
Yeah.
Um, you know what? The streak ends. The
Uh,
streak ends. Give me the Sinners.
yes.
I mean, is Kittle back and all that?
Kittle should
Uh,
be back. Yes.
he's on our
Yes, because he's got to do the
Tyler
thing
Boyd,
where it's
man.
like the band's back together. Kittle, Sunday Night Football here on NBC, and it's going to do the thing. It's going to do the Penta
Yeah,
thing. It's going to do
yeah,
all that shit. It's going to happen on primetime. Served
yeah,
up
because
Falcon
you're playing
spot
the
as always.
Falcons. Tyler
Exactly.
Warren looks great though.
He does.
Um, yeah. Give me the
Hey,
Sinners. Staying with it.
I'm not. I can't go with. It's funny you say you regret trading him Darnold. So he's starting Darnold and Dak Prescott. It's a trade I regret doing with Dak Prescott to him. So he's
Yeah.
getting our revenge QBs on us. But I see Jefferson. I see Chase. That's it for me. Let me get the Evil Empire getting the win. All right, two more games here. Midnight Riders versus the Kings. This is our closest projection of the week, 239.9 to 239.6. The Midnight Riders are 9-7 all time versus the Kings and are currently on a 4-game winning streak. So the Kings will look to stop that. The Detroit's thoughts seeing Patrick Mahomes for the Midnight Riders as the number one fantasy QB makes my blood boil. Midnight Riders have Baker also, who's at 3, best QB duo in the KDFL. What can you say about the Kings that you haven't already heard their owner complain about? Well, here's something you may not have heard. The big deal they made for Chuba Hubbard. He is never getting the starting spot back. All caps, sucker, Midnight Riders for the win. This is what I love. When you trade somebody something and you taunt them with the victor. That's what we're talking about.
Gosh,
Take it away,
CD's
Matt.
projected 19.6 points. CX are
Who
going to
is?
play.
No,
CD,
it's
CD
maybe,
Lamb.
yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Questionable, estimated to return this Sunday,
Yep.
which would go over. God, I hate Stephon Diggs. This is
It's
fucking
good.
terrible
Jacoby
trade.
Myers, right?
Just hate him. I hate Diggs. But yeah, he would go over Myers, I guess. But
Yeah.
Diggs needs to kick out too. Yeah, kicked out of the league.
Yes.
Chuba's back too. Canes
Yes.
are starting to be
Starting to get a little
starting to be
healthier.
clean. Yeah, they are. And Scary Terror's back.
Yeah.
God, he's not gonna be able to make any excuses. Um, Lamar's out, and that bum Brandon Ayuk. Uh, Give me the Kings. I'm surprised it's close. I'm surprised the Midnight Riders projected 240. Just looking
I
at them,
mean,
but
second running back spot for the Midnight Riders. I never know who's going to show up in this slot week to week. Xavier Scott getting the nod this week,
Rashee Rice is back. God,
but
I
he
hope he
does get
scores
Rasheed Rice
too.
back, and that's huge. Obviously, because he's playing with the biggest surprise in the NFL this season, Patrick Mahomes being good at football.
He might go to
Um,
jail though
Huge shock.
before Sunday
Um,
in
I am
Vegas. He
gonna.
might go to jail in Vegas. No,
I may
it's
go
home.
with you on
It's
this one.
home. It's home.
Yeah, it's all. Oh, by the way, Raiders getting 12 and a half. I think that's my favorite line to bet this.
God,
Chiefs
I don't
don't
want to
blow
watch
out
that
teams.
game.
We'll see what happens, but Chiefs don't blow out teams in my experience. Okay, given this, Kings slowly come back to forward. The Midnight Riders have been playing with fire for a while now, winning some of these matchups. I think it comes back a little to roost. I can't imagine the Kings being 2-5. So give me the Kings getting the win. I'll ride with you on that. All right, here it comes. Our week 7
Hmm.
game of the week. It is the Zen Masters traveling to Roxanne, fresh off a 300 point game at 3-3 now, and the Renegades, like we talked about earlier, at 5-1. The all-time series, the Renegades are 4-2 all-time versus the Zen Masters, and currently on a 2-game winning streak. Detroit's thoughts on this one? What a matchup! Two of the top 3 scoring teams in the KDFL. There is a bit of dislike with these two teams. The word fraud was used earlier in the season. Somehow the Zen Masters are 3-3, and yet the second highest scoring team in the league. For the Zen Masters, I do look for a big game out of Caleb with the Saints. If they could ever get DJ Moore going, that'd be huge for them. Renegades Lab McConkey the last 2 weeks has looked like the guy we saw last year. I expect a huge game from Jonathan Taylor versus the Chargers, who are giving up 125 yards on the ground. He picks the Renegades in a blowout. Matt, I still love your team.
A
Just watch your
blowout.
matchups this week. In a blowout, he said. And Matt didn't hear that. I still love your team, by the way. Once you
I
said
heard it.
blowout, that's it. Ears went shut, buddy. That's all you heard.
I just want to point out that ESPN is disrespecting me, of course. I am averaging 262 points with these guys, and I'm projected 245.
Yeah.
And the Renegades are averaging 273, and they're projected 263. They're getting the respect. I'm not getting the respect.
No
But
respect.
I need a huge game from the legend tight end that I said could be a legend. He needs free when Brock Bowers comes back. Michael Meyer looked great last week. Gino's going to keep feeding it to him. He's going to need to feed it to him this week. And I need my boy Xavier Worthy to do well against the Raiders this week. DJ Moore was in the hospital, so he's probably not going to be in my starting
Ambulance ride.
lineup.
What the heck? I told you. I've been told you he was dead forever.
Which will give me the great Wandell. I'll put Wandell in.
There you
Uh,
go.
but oh god, I don't know. Renegades 5-1. They keep trading for people. Now that Puka's injured, should mean Devontae Adams plays better. Should have a bigger game. Oh, it's against the Jags. JSN dominated against the Jags last week. Ladd's coming back. Although the Colts defense has been all right, haven't they? I know their
Yes.
offenses went
Yes.
off, but the defense has been good.
Yes.
I need to cheer on the Chargers to take out Jonathan Taylor. But that said, The Renegades win. They go 6-1.
Oh my God.
I'm a
If you're
realist.
not picking you,
I'm a
if you're not
realist.
picking you, I can't pick you, even though you picked against your team last year in your last week and you put up 305.
I
I
did.
just, Detroit's doing that thing where he comes up with a random stat out of nowhere that makes sense. And and 125 on the ground, given up by the Chargers, Jonathan Taylor could have a day. I love Jameson Williams versus Tampa. I think he'll catch a deep ball. That's the only reason you're starting him now because he's pretty much just, it's over for him. He's been terrible so far this year, but he can catch a deep ball or touchdown. So we'll see if that happens this week. I agree with what you said about Devontae Adams. And
The
let's
check
see, so
marks are very even.
they are very even. You have a lot of good matchups too. I think this game is going to live up to the hype. I don't see a blowout at all. I see a very high scoring game, but I will go with the Renegades winning a close one. All right, that is it for the week 7 predictions. Matt, do you have a Zenful quote for us this week as I surprise you with it again?
You what? It surprised me.
Yeah,
I'll just say it's October, mid-October, holidays, Thanksgiving's coming, all that. We are halfway through. This will be halfway point for the fantasy
yes, for the
football
regular
season.
season. Yep, yep.
So let us embrace the coming year with a living hope for everyday life and our teams. Godspeed to all.
Godspeed. At the bottom of at the bottom of Detroit's ridiculous document, it says Brett sucks. So take that for what you will. But that is it for this episode. We will have week 7 results and week 8 predictions next week. So for the Zenful One, Matt Smith, I'm Brett Steele. We will see you here next week on the KDFL Dynasty Football Podcast.